My dear student, welcome back to this section about conversion ads. So, as you can see, it's a very demanding and challenging to sometimes find for the project the correct way and the best results that will bring profits. Unfortunately, if we double check like the made money and we go 14 days back, so we can see that it's not really so joyful, and basically the only one that can make us money is the Facebook engagement. You can see, because we can see the website's purchase conversion, and we can see that this is quite okay, so that might be still worth testing. And if we go back, it's somehow still a little bit making money, but if we double check how much we spent, so we spent 200 and we basically make 300. Unfortunately, with this Instagram lookalike, we also spend 200 and basically we make 300. So if we look 14 days back, so we have made 659 and we have invested 483. So basically the only what is for us some hope is this Facebook engagement. As you can see, this purchase conversion value is the best. So what we can do now, unfortunately, I will have, even if we see yesterday, then it was really not a good day. And we can see that only this could make some money. And even you can see that like we have made 141 and we invested 84. So what we have to do, unfortunately, we have basically to turn off all the others. So this is what we have to do. As you can see, if you click here, you can always get the overview what you click for. So unfortunately, we can only keep right now the Facebook engagement and we can't do more about it. So this is what we have to develop the targeting around. So what we can do and what I would love to do right now is, if I edit it, I did test also some fresh. So this is what I will just remove. I will just adjust the budget for 50, let's say. And basically what we will be doing, I will just publish it this way. And then we double check how are doing the ads itself. So now what I will be doing, I will just click through. And now I will basically double check how it's doing. And you can see if we go for last 14 days, you can see that this is basically making the most money and it's the most profitable. So we have even to turn off this, and we have to double check this if there is anything we can do, and this is not correct. So I will just have to change this. This is not the lady, so this I have to change. So I think I will just use the same, because I think this is really good. So I can use this is okay. So I just click to continue. So even it's doubled, it's okay. So it's in the beginning and in the end, so it's okay. And then I will just publish it. So this is quite challenging and it's quite hard. So, but this is what we have to do, because unfortunately all the other audiences, there is no chance that we can be profitable, because also we have to pay the production of the products, delivery, and unfortunately it has no meaning to really spend money on something that's not really making money. So what we can do right now, we can go to the audiences, and what we will do, we will create a very fresh audience for Facebook engagement. And so we will just go for Facebook page. And this is what we will create now. So I will call it Facebook engagement. And today is 23.5/2020. So we create some very fresh. And basically now what I will do, I will just click back to the Ads Manager. And basically what we will be doing, we have this Facebook engagement. So what we need, we will just need to understand that. So we will just use it. Conversion Facebook engagement 8.5, so we know it. So we have still to rename it. Yeah, we can see it, but I think we know it's conversion, so we can keep it Facebook engagement 8.5. So this is what we can test now. And we can use the duplication, and what we will be doing, we duplicate it, and we will be using also this we call 0.5. As you can see, we keep the same for conversion, and we just click here. So we name this Facebook engagement 3.5. And basically what we will be doing, we will just test more fresh audience. So this is what we can do. So I will just call it this way. As you can see, now we have it. And basically now we can publish it, so we can test more fresh audience. So we will see what will happen, if it will have any positive results, and it shall give us some extra freshness. So this is what we have now. So this is what we can test. So basically what we will be testing is that we know that the Facebook is doing the best for us. So this we have to turn off. So we will just use the Sonia. This is what we are going to do. And basically we are going to use only the Sonia. So this I have to turn off. So this is what we will be doing right now. So we will be using engagement 23.5 and 8.5, so we will see if we get any kind of more freshness into the ads, but probably we will just stick using the Facebook engagement. So far it seems to be the best profitable for us. And the last what we can do, we can like duplicate once more. And what we can do if we go for duplication, so we just duplicate, and what we will be doing, we will call this engagement, Facebook engagement plus like place. Like generally I was asking about using a lot of more targeting, when you use the lookalike audiences. It is not really recommended by Facebook. And now what we need to do, so this we will change. And what we will be also doing, we will try to use locations. So we will try, I got some locations, so we will try to push more for locations. So we will not really use the complete Australia, but it's really big. So what we will be doing is we will be using Sydney, and let's say we will be using Melbourne, Queensland and Tasmania. So this is what we are going to do right now. So we will be trying to really push for these locations, as I received from the owner of this project that these locations shall really help us greatly. And basically the last one is Tasmania. So this is something we shall now try to do. So I was asking Facebook directly the support for conversion ads if to limit more the lookalike audiences, and they really do not recommend it so much. So this is, I think, what we can test. As you can see, it's still very creative process, and still we are not sure what is correct, but definitely the engagement seems to be much better for us, to be much more something that can help us. And the reason we have a lot of like active stories, so this is the reason why we have a lot of engagement, and then it's more easy to sell people, because Corbin is very active in these stories. And basically we will also try to go for place, and we will just push this Sonia. And still what I would love to test is the last point that I am not sure if I would love if it will be possible to test, is to think more about the audiences, to double check all audiences if it will be possible. So I will have to search, so I will search for purchase if possible. And basically there are a lot of old audiences, and like what I would love to do is to find the audience. There are so many created audiences. So this is even not really. So what I would love to use is the audience for purchase. So I will try to create it, but probably I will have to first delete. Some of the audiences we will try to create it connected to Pixel, but I'm afraid there are so many old audiences. So this is what I need to delete. So this is what I want to create fresh. So this is lookalike Corbin's Pixel using purchase. This you have to, if you want to use the power of Pixel, you have to first delete the old one. So now we will use this and we will go for purchase and we will go for Australia. And basically this is a lookalike that's based on purchase, and I would love to like put into test this purchase audience lookalike using Pixel, using purchase. This is something I would love to test. I still, because it's very fresh, you can see it was quite old. It was from March. So now it's the end of May. So this is what I would love to test. And now we go back to the Ads Manager. And the last that we will test is, I will just use the duplication, but I will name it Pixel Purchase plus Place, because I would love to know it. So Pixel Purchase plus Place. Still, this shall be very, very powerful, so I would love to test it. So I was consulting this in Facebook, and it's quite really, it shall be something very, very powerful. So this purchase directly from Pixel. And what we will do, we will like keep these locations: Melbourne, Queensland, Sydney, Tasmania. So this might be useful, but we go for the purchase. So this lookalike for purchase value-based shall be very powerful for us, because Facebook can create directly from Facebook Pixel data, can create the lookalike audience that can help us a lot. So as you can see, this is the lookalike. And now what we can do, we can publish it. So basically, we will be now testing more about Facebook engagement. This seems something really powerful. And also, we will test more for places, and I would love still to get more for the purchase. For the ad itself, as you can see, we will be mainly using this Sonia, because she's like really the best clicks, the best value of purchases. So somehow she is getting the most money into the project. So that I am very, very grateful. And unfortunately, all the others I had to turn off. So hopefully this will help the project, because if we go to the account overview, as you can see, if you go last 7 days, it's still the spent amount is too high according the purchases. So we need to get more purchases and we need to decrease the spend amount. So this is what we are still aiming for. And you can see it's really, really extremely challenging. And the only that was like a profitable for us was this Facebook engagement. So this was the only profitable for us and the only making money. Unfortunately, the other ones didn't make money for us. So the last point I decide to do is that this was really good. So I think we can like keep the budget like 60. I think this is really reasonable to keep even 65. And what we will do the other budgets we will decrease for testing to be more reasonable. So we will be careful if we do not spend too much money. This pixel I think we can keep for 50, but these two I would definitely for the testing use just 25 and see what will happen. So this is like we will test a little bit more fresh engagement from Facebook. And what we will be also testing if the places can help us. So that I am quite excited. It might be a good option for us as the Australia is really, really big. So we will see what will happen. So the last is I promise to you. As you can see, Facebook has already activated 2 ads, so it's really fast because you can see it's just duplication and it's just testing a little bit more. So the process of approval is much faster than when you just create a new ad, then Facebook like has to in-depth check the ad also. And the last, I promise to talk a little bit more about the attributions. So basically, we activated the attributions and now, like after 1 week, we can see some more data. And of course, we need to go for purchases. And basically, what is really good is that Facebook is always explaining you what is it last touch, what is it first touch, last click or visit might be good for dynamic retargeting. But you will probably get this information from the e-commerce like manager, what to choose. If I would have to choose, I would use position 40. That I think it's quite fair because Facebook and Instagram is showing the ads to a lot of people. And I would also use 7-day impression because the people can see us, and this is what I would use as the best practice. And you can see that we are quite well with organic Google, but definitely Facebook value and Instagram value is helping us, but it's also helping us to be like doing well organic Facebook, organic Instagram, and definitely might the SEO be a good option. So then what we can do, I am not sure if we can go much deeper because you can see after 1 week, this is the data we have. So we have activated like few days ago. And basically this is good because you can see if you have more and more channels, how each channel is contributing to your sales and to your overall performance. What you can also do are the custom reports, so you can easily create the report, download the report. You can even show the graph, that might be quite nice. And so basically you can choose what shall be shown, and this is quite nice for the comparison. So you can see how this is doing. You can also show the second metric, so conversions, clicks. You can even show daily average, but what you can do also is to choose, of course, if you want to use more data, and basically you can like really use a lot. You can download the report, set up automated reports. So this is something really important if you're going to develop the e-commerce, to know that you can use the attributions. And if you will be going for some meeting and you will be able to offer the Facebook attributions, I think the people that are going to hire you will be really happy for it. So basically, as you can see, this project will be mainly using the power of Facebook engagement. So this is what will be the most important for this project, and it's something that is luckily making the most money, or it's the only way and the only hope for this project to get into some profitable situation. Because let's say if we go for lifetime and then we try to analyze the other results, so we can see here is like $9. So this was doing quite well also. So you can see there is not really much. This is Afterpay, so this seems to be quite interesting. And you can see that the cost per purchase, this is something we shall also test, that I missed. I don't know how this is possible, but this seems to be something good for us. So we shall definitely test. This seems to be something good for us. So what we need to do is to double check what is this. So you can see that this is a limited offer. This is like 15%. That's why it was doing so well, because it was just very limited offer, so that we can't use right away, unfortunately. But this might be something like a limited offers we shall try to incorporate. So that is it, that hopefully we will have this around 20 cost per purchase, and the conversion value will be so high. So I hope that this is something that will help us, because you can see there's some of the ads were not really making money. This one was like also doing quite a nice money, as you can see. So let's say we have a last month, maybe I missed something, so we need to double check. This one was quite doing well, but stopped doing well in the, so we have spent, so you can see 645, and we have made So this might be good, but it started to be doing not so good in the last 7 days. So this I have not evaluated the best way, because last 7 days it was not making so much great money. So I will keep this running in some low budget. So hopefully it will restart well. And hopefully it will start making money, because it did make quite nice money. So what I will do, I will also narrow it for engaged shoppers, if it will help us. And what I will do, I will try my best to go just for some of the locations. So you will just go for some of the locations. So hopefully this can help us. And there is still hope we can make some nice money. So and then maybe we will a little bit more. Yeah, so I don't know if to narrow, maybe it's too much. I will not narrow it, I will just use it here. So for now, with this targeting more, it will refresh and it will start making money. So hopefully it will be fine, doing really well. So you can see the project is really challenging, and finding the correct audience and the correct targeting is really challenging. But we will test this, because there is still hope to make money. And we will just have to use some limited offers. So basically this is what we have right now, but still the most we will be using, I will just double check last time. And I would use this purchase pixel. I think this is important to use purchase pixel. And the targeting, I will just test it this way. Just sometimes you have to follow your feeling, and just you think that this might be right. So, but basically what you can see, that what we will be mostly doing and probably using the most is this power of Facebook engagement, is the retargeting for Facebook engagement. And this is the one that's hopefully will be making the most money. And this is definitely the most important for us. And it might happen in the end of the project that we stay just with Facebook engagement. So this is how it is. So it's extremely challenging, as you can see. And we have discovered after 4 weeks that what ad to create. So what does it mean? That the most important is for this project to use the power of retargeting for Facebook engagement. And then it's much better to use this ad with the lady that basically, that is basically a celebrity. So using the power of celebrity, and definitely like the celeb's choice, the best from nature. This is something making the most money. So This is the step-by-step process. I hope it was very useful for you. So hopefully you will use this step-by-step process also for your project and for your clients. So please let me know your ideas, and I'm so happy to share this with you, and I wish you the best success for you.